Hello and welcome to another episode of Tiva Drive. We're shooting it as a quick summary of our long distance trip. Just close everything down, turn some air conditioning on. We're shooting this from Red Deer, Alberta. As you may know, and if you have been following us, we're doing a very long trip by Audi Etron from Toronto to Calgary, then to Edmonton, back to Calgary and back to Toronto. We'll end up driving about 8,000 kilometers total across this beautiful country, and we decided to do this trip in spite of an issue that we were having with the battery, and that issue is that our range got limited just before we started the trip. From the usual 400 kilometers or so down to only 250. So we lost 30% of the battery range. The dealer told us that it was caused by using the DC fast charging too much. We were told that using DC 4 times a week or more can cause this. My personal opinion is maybe not how frequently, but where and how you top up. We're using the fast 150 kilowatt stations at EC, Electrify Canada Barrie. Let me just set the navigation back.
Now turn right.
There we go.
Now turn right.
We're just leaving the Canadian Tire Flow fast charging station in Red Deer, Alberta, heading back to Calgary, uphill.
In 700 meters, keep right.
Okay, let me just make her quieter. And so the trip went without a hitch. If you want to check out our consumption on the trip, check out our post on Facebook. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/Tiva Association, or just search for Toronto Electric Vehicle Association on Facebook. All the pictures, posts, and stats
in
from the trip
400 meters, keep right.
from the trip are there on our Facebook page. So basically, on the outbound trip from Toronto to Calgary, actually we did not start from Toronto, we started from our lake house near Midland, so made it 150 kilometers closer. Still a total of 3,400 kilometers. We did it in 4 days. We're hoping to do it in 3. We did it in 4. With first stop was in Ontario. We did not make it to Thunder Bay. It ended up getting dark, so we decided to actually stay at one of the fast chargers there at Petro-Canada Charger, and we did not make it to the planned pre-booked and prepaid hotel in Thunder Bay, so we lost that money, unfortunately. Then the following overnight was in Winnipeg, then Regina, and then finally Calgary. So we're gonna repeat the same thing, that because now we know the route, we know the hotels, they all have chargers. So that helps keep the battery healthy by doing overnight level 2s instead of constantly level 3s. On this trip, because we got our full range back, we will attempt not to charge to full 100%, but only do 80% on the 80% charge on the fast chargers, and we'll see how it goes. That should give us plenty, because again, a full battery, even with the higher highway consumption, which right now uphill to Calgary is around 25 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, but still, even with the highway consumption, our range should be about 350 versus only 250 on the outbound trip because of the Rapidgate. So again, we were able to fix it by doing few overnight level 2 charges, thankfully. So I reported back to the dealer that we seem to be okay now for the trip back. And even with the 250 kilometer range, you can still make it across the country because the fast chargers are spaced out every 200 kilometers or so. So even the basic current EVs like the Leaf, Ioniq with 40 kilowatt hours battery or less can still make this trip if you drive carefully, watching your consumption, etc. So it has been an amazing trip. Our Audi has performed admirably. So the only reservation was the 4 broken Petro-Canada chargers, which we reported to them. and hopefully they're gonna fix it by the time we drive back. So we'll report that back to you from the trip back tomorrow. We're starting our trek back to Toronto from Calgary tomorrow morning, and we'll check in at every charger to see if any of them have been fixed or not. Okay, so thanks very much for listening, and we'll upload this to our YouTube channel, so please make sure you subscribe to our channel at youtube.com/Rashev. That's RASZEW. That's our channel. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.